All right, good old ancient. Always the scourge of my CPU. But let's get it going. Let's go. We've got Nouns on the T side rushing their way out elbow. We've got Legacy on the CT side here. We've got ourselves a low angle viewpoint. This is pretty sweet. Thank you for the cheer, by the way. Everyone taking a little bit of time. They don't want to get too close. They don't want to be the first one to draw blood here, but it looks like we will have some. Junior going to take that first kill. Rush and Junior with 2 apiece. Barton going to be the last one to fall. And it's going to be Nouns with the knife round. So I do want to go back to a little bit of my pre-show here and say that if you were to think about who we give the edge to, in the most recent games these two teams play, Nouns beat Boss, who did just make the RMR as well as a team called Kinship. Now, you may not have heard of Kinship, but apparently it is a kind of a, weird word to use, but because they have a team on the server, but a legacy roster. It's kind of a team name that gets used by mixed teams that are playing in random events. So it's just a team that'll pop up. So meanwhile, across the server from them, Legacy unfortunately fell to the Fluffy Aimers in the first round of the quarterfinals in the NA Revival. So I think based on very current stats, I think that Nouns should have this one, but I am also hoping that this one is a little bit more even than the last few matches we've watched tonight. It's going to be a solidly A push for Legacy. They're just going to head right on in. It's only going to be Junior and Donut to receive them. Could be a little bit dicey here for Nouns. They don't have the info. They've got 4 players stacked on B, so it's going to be the nades starting to rain in here. And the players already emerging. The smoke hasn't bloomed out yet, and Barton going to take a nice entry. That's going to allow that bomb to go down for Legacy. Nouns are quick in pursuit. This 4 versus 5, not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. Donut completely smoked off. George with the first, but a quick trade by Dumau doubles up. Take 2-man advantage for Legacy. Triples up as well. It's just up to George. He's going to need everything he can find, but Sadson will close out this round. To be only 2 players killed for Nouns. Not a very good pistol round. Those Glocks going a little bit intense for Legacy. Nouns going to be left a little bit flat-footed here. I mean, it's one of the 2 things that you do on the pistol round. Pop A or you pop B. Nouns gambled the wrong way. 50-50 shot. But, so they should have a pretty wrapped up and signed anti-eco, but Nouns are actually putting these USPs to work, putting them to task. They're going to pick up some rifles as well. Without armor, it's still going to be a dicey round, but I don't think Legacy expected to lose quite as many weapons. Oh, Sadson. Oh, he's waiting for the next shoe to fall, but it's not there. Neka's with the first kill, and Sadson's like, oh, there's only one here? All right. Done and dusted. Lickety split. Rub-a-dub-dub. I'm sorry if you missed Bonamont from last week. This week, unfortunately, he was, or at least tonight, he was busy. Hopefully, he will be back in future nights, because I think those were some pretty entertaining casts to have the both of us together. But full gun round here for Nouns. They've got the op out for Junior, which is actually kind of unexpected. I've gone into it before, but don't expect... It's a glass op, so very risky business here. Lined up outside the A-bomb site. Oh, Legacy think this is going to be smoked off. They're going to walk out. He misses the shot, but now their Legacy unable to hit theirs. It's a quick trade outside of Donut. Person already present, taken down as well. 2 for 2 trades. The rest of Nouns will have to take this one as a retake. And this has got to feel so scary for Junior. You've got the big expensive weapon out there, with no armor. He hasn't hit his shots quite yet. And now it's been revealed too. Oh, Legacy, their last 2 players down on super. They've got Nekas on barely any HP, but it's going to be enough. Sadzin will close out the round. That is going to very painfully turn the tides of this one. That's off falling into the hands of Legacy, and Nouns now left to lick their wounds. They will be having the MP9 out for Rush, but the rest of the team going to do mostly a saver here. Big fight inside of A main. Love to see that. Rush opening kill onto Dumao. Going to pick up that AK. Snek is caught unawares. Player pushing in through elbow. The rest of Legacy, they're not even here. They're going to head on over to the B bomb site. This could be a quick momentum flip, actually. Even if Legacy, or even if Nouns didn't win the last one, these pistols working wonders for Nouns. George picks up a kill onto Barton. The lurk gonna take advantage of Sadzin, and it's just Lato all alone. He's got that AK. He's got 4 Nouns. He's gonna be made past tense. Wait, that's a verb. Okay, so normally if there's more than one noun, I would say that there's plural nouns. But I make like math jokes for Legacy. He's divided by 0. No, that doesn't make sense. See, I like to think I'm clever, but like... Anyway, Legacy, 3 out of 5 buying up the rifles. The rest of them going to be upgraded pistols. We've got the Deagle in the hands of Nekas, and no armor. And a P250 for Sadzin. See if they can put those to task. A good round here. Ooh. George, he's got the players spotted on ramp, but he's not hitting the shots. The flash will knock him off of his position. Carson taken down first, but Rush in position to get the trade. Gets the first, doubles up as well, but George falls in the carnage. 3 versus 3. Distinct health advantage on the side of Nouns. Lato on 20 HP, Sadzin on 23. Legacy just looking to slow things down. They're out of utility. Completely dry. Push for Rush. Question is, what does he discover? There's 2 players for Legacy. He's going to dome them both. Final player in Sadzin. P250. Out of the bomb. But this is a rough round for him no matter how you slice it. Obviously, you need to die, otherwise you're going to just be stuck with no money. But you also want to try to make something out of this round. This is still $1,300 spent between the armor and the pistol. Not to mention any nades purchased, but he's going to make his way into Rush, who does have the ace. It's a very disjointed ace, but it's an ace all the same. Sometimes you get that very satisfying, haha, I got the 5-player spray down. But, that is not one of those times. So this is Legacy now reset completely to factory settings. Stuck on basically $0, just building up the loss bonus, building up the economy as much as they can. And, well, I was just talking about what will it look like if you get that full spray down. Quite the case. Carson with 3, CJ with 2, and Nouns convert. They are up to a 3-3 scoreline. Now we get to see which way this game is really going to go. Nouns with a couple of really good rounds to turn this one around, even it back out, really showing the high-level use of every single weapon in the pool. Getting those USPs down and dirty, getting the 5.7s in there, getting the MP9s into there. Really making good use out of them to even this one back out and not let Legacy slip away with it. Now we'll see if they win the gun rounds as well. Ooh, big push. Reneka is all the way up, right in the hands of Carson, but Carson will come out on top. It'll be man advantage for Nouns. Ooh, this flash could catch George. Carson goes down into the fire. That's not going to feel good. Oh, and George through the wood wall as well. Nouns losing players. Not even a gunfire. Well, not even a findable gunfire. Dumao with a kill as well. Legacy getting picks all over the map. They've got their choice. Oh, Junior, do you know there's one behind you? You do, and he does get the kill onto Dumao. That's still 2 versus 3 for Nouns. Gun round. Looking kind of uncomfortable. Rush has the opportunity to cut the bomb off, but he misses the timing. Sadson with the kill. Now it's all on to Junior. 1 versus 3. Oh, and that Molly might have sold his position. He misses the shot onto Barton, who will take the kill. Legacy take that round advantage, put themselves right back into the driver's seat. 3 in a row. Now, Nouns, with 3 in a row, they not only did they get those rounds, they had a lot of players surviving. So this is a very good situation for those Nouns players. They will be just rebuying right into it. Ah, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Ooh, oh no, Junior, that was an interesting little boost. It wasn't even really a boost, but fortunately doesn't go his way. He's kind of just sitting up on slant. That was kind of cool. Glad it didn't work out. Now Legacy going to be making some big space out on A, but Carson going to take one right back. Well, the one thing that Legacy knows, there is one behind them at A main. Quickly spotted. Dumao takes down Carson. Ooh, but George with the trade. Now 3 versus 3. And everywhere on the A side of the map has kind of been mapped out. The only thing left to figure out for these two teams is what's going on the B side with 45 seconds left. Lato going to walk right on in, rushes into Rush, takes him right down. The bomb can start to make its way on over to the B site as well. This smoke going to do at least a little bit to prevent the kill from coming back, but CJ ready for the player to try to retreat onto ramp, takes him down. Down to a 2 versus 2. Mollies will go in to start to defend against this push, and not even needed. Lato with the kill onto George. Legacy looking to double up on those rounds, get a little bit more of a buffer going onto this T side. Well, I'm just going to watch CJ because, like, how can you not want to look at this op? Look at it. Look at this op. Telling me that that's not the best op in the game. Pretty sure if you like the Dragon lore better than the Gungnir, you're just wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. But that op will be handed right back over to Junior, who's been having a little bit of a sleeper of a game. So hopefully he does start to wake up a little bit. Right, typical mid pushes. This time, though, Legacy not leaving anything for the A bomb site. Quick kills already. It's carnage on the Noun side. Oh my gosh, and Junior just, he's just not able to hit his shots today. This is going to be a Legacy with a flawless 6th round. So I would say that I think that Ancient falls slightly T-sided just because if you play passively at all on CT, you're just going to get run over. I think that the T side has a lot more opportunity to get openings than the CT side does to defend. But I think a lot of CS2 right now is momentum. I think that we just saw Nouns fumble a couple of rounds that they absolutely needed, that they were... I think that they should have had a very good opportunity to win. And so now we see Legacy with a quick 3-round advantage. You know, Legacy played a really good pistol as well, which let them convert a couple early. So I think it's interesting to see after the nerf to the bomb plant monkey where things have kind of fallen, and Barton going to make one fall right off the bat, but it's a good trade from Rush to keep things even for Nouns. Ooh, it's trades as well. 3 versus 3 as Sadson pops down Rush, but kill. Oh my gosh, I should just be watching Sadson. Takes another head, adds another notch to the belt. Oh, but wait a minute. This is a very pushed up spot for Junior. Lato, not expected in Cheetah. It's just lurks on lurks, pushes on pushes, and Sadson misses the shot, but Lato, thankfully for Legacy, will be backing up his teammate, and Legacy will take a 7th. CT side. Nearly looked good for Nouns, but it's a bit of a rough one here. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I need to go gather more clips off the Fragacago streams, honestly. But thank you. That really makes me happy. I know a lot of people are just here because they want to watch this specific game. But I'm trying to, you know, eke out enough of a... wow. Okay. Sorry. 5-7 doing 5-7 things. He does run out of ammo. Look at the damage he's done, and Nouns finally started to get a real aggressive. Getting a little bit of a Sean Connery Scottish. Well, after the flawless round off of Legacy, Nouns take it right back into their own control. Yoo-hoo! But trying to eke out enough of a niche in casting for myself that people are like, you know, I am willing to watch Luffy's no matter which game he's casting. Just trying to get that personality in there. No, it's a hard life. I do the production, I do the casting, I do the observing. There's a lot to be done here. There's a lot of work. But Nouns gonna slow down this round. Oh, that's not a good start to it. Junior, again, having just an unlucky round. Sometimes your opponent's just having a really good day. Oh, George having a really bad day. Lato pops out of cave and takes his head right off and is not going to stop Legacy. My goodness. They are firing on all cylinders. I think that Legacy are feeling just a little bit angry about how NA Revival went. Fluffy Aimers, don't know if that one should have been a 2-0 against them, but oh, this is ballsy for Carson. He's down to so low HP, just gets ripped down. Just gonna be up to Rush here, 1 versus 5. It is likely looking like an 8-4 scoreline in the favor of Legacy on their T side. So I realize that the rules might be hard to read, so I'm going to verbalize them to you. I hope you're listening. Typically, I try to avoid gambling talk in my chat. I find that it makes people really toxic, so I'll let your messages stand, but after this, I'm going to start timing people out. And if you didn't hear me and you continue to talk about gambling, I'm going to start timing you out. But here, you know what? There's a command for you. Oh. Nouns taking the quick timeout. Maybe getting a little bit of you know, a little bit of a pep talk for the pistol. They have had a rough pistol on their CT side, so they are going to kind of need to win this one on their T side if they want to bring this one back. I mean, we've also seen them use the pistols to great effect against rifles, so you never know where the comeback might pop in for Nouns. All right. Ooh, Nouns taking taking the taking the plans into their own hands. Quick push onto the B-bomb site. Ooh, that's a good trade for Barton. He might find another onto CJ here. No, misses the shot, but Dumao will get the kill. Nouns get the bomb down, but this is a 2 versus 3. This one could very easily go either way. Quick trade on site. Junior left to try to defend. Oh, he gets the first, but there's a 1v1 left, and he's going to get it. It's both. All right, so I have just told you about the rules. Please respect them. No gambling talk. All right, well, that's going to feel pretty bad on the side of Legacy. They do go for the round number 2 force buy here. Ooh, George getting tagged right back down. That weapon will still be useful to the team. There's a couple of MAC-10s, a couple of rifles here on the side of Nouns. They're looking to do things fast, hopefully earn some decent dosh out of it. Fortunately for them, there's an SMG taking position on B. It does look like that might be where they want to end. They haven't started the process of going through the rotation to the other site. Smoke is going to fade. Barton, is going to catch CJ right as the smoke fades. That's a lot of information for that player to find. There's a whole minute left, and Nouns can definitely take just the quick route on over to A. Need to do it right now, otherwise Legacy are going to be hot on their heels. Worse still, there's guns falling into the hands of Legacy. Nouns do need to make this one quick and decisive. Otherwise these deagles will be dangerous, but bomb will be planted at the very least. 4 versus 3. Story for Legacy. I do like this position for Dumao, just making sure no one can go out A main. That really limits the mobility of Nouns. All 3 of them locked inside of Donut. Now there's no smokes on the side of Legacy, so it's just you have to make it past Donut. You have to get some good swings. Ooh, that's a good nade. That's a dangerous position to be in, but the kills mostly falling the way of Nouns. Oh, Rush closes it out right at the end. He'll pick up that AK as well. Nouns, I mean, they're starting to bring it back, but that was a messy, messy round. A lot of corpses, a lot of lost guns. Now fully rearmed. Well, actually, this is a force buy of force buys for Legacy. The whole band got MP9s, except for Sadzin. Decent amount of nades, but those will go quite quickly. Lato, I think, in the best power position, but Carson gonna rip him right down. Oh, Legacy gonna be completely rebuffed off this B bomb site. All they can do is hold on to these MP9s. All right, so let's take a look and see what kind of crafts we got here for MP9s. So we got an MP9 Storm. We do see that it is a Legacy Souvenir. Big fan of souvenirs. So that's kind of cool. What else we got on the server while we wait for this? We got Rush bringing out his signature green laminate. Fun fact, this is a lot more of an expensive craft than it looks. Optic hollows are not cheap. What else we got here? What, where HUD? I have a button that turns off the HUD so that I can look and see what the skins are. And since all we were doing was waiting for the bomb to explode, I'm like, let's look at skins. Click. All right, done looking at skins. Click. If I wanted it to be really fancy, I would set it up with like a fade out, but that would probably just continue to light my processor on fire. So, you know, hashtag production. It's hard. It is interesting, though. Ooh, Doom out. Quickly traded. This flash. Wait a minute. They're missing George. Neck is taken down. Oh my gosh. It's an absolute bloodbath. But Junior going to take a little bit of initiative. Push on over to the A bomb site. He's like, all right, all the action's mid. That's fair. I will go. Hey. We'll search for players, but now things start to get dangerous. Legacy already on the rotation. Ooh, well, that's a good kill for CJ. Catching those rotating players, but that's bomb down on A. Now it's a 1 versus 2 for CJ. Not a terrible position to be in, but definitely not a good one either. Making his way in through Red Room. Actually, a little bit unexpected here for Legacy. They might not expect this. Both players pushed into Donut. 1 versus 2 for CJ. He's got 35 seconds left. He's got to make this time count, but I fear for him that Sadzin in the right position in Donut. It has to be a perfect peek, and it's not. It is just right for the defender. Sadzin going to take that round for Legacy, 9-7 on the CT side. Now, luckily for Nouns, at the very least, they have good money, and so they'll be buying back up. They don't have the full belt of nades. They're lacking just a couple of them. Looks like they've decided to just forget HE grenades exist in this round. So Legacy decidedly wielding more hardware. That's a good nade to start off the round onto George. Now, question is, will Nouns be able to convert this? I mean, that's always the question. I always ask that. I do like how Nouns have moved themselves away, but man, Sadzin, the AWP peeking out of Red Room, gonna find the first, and Nekaz might go undiscovered here. George might just walk right by. Round gets ever more dangerous as these picks are taken. Need to make a move and fast. A minute left on the round. Is maybe getting curious. Ooh, good kill for Rush. And George is going to hear the rotation back over to the B bomb site. Now the T side can start to take a little bit of initiative, start to push things around. They've got that information. Hear the AWP ringing out again, but not finding a home this time. And it's going to be George. Pick up the kill on Nekaz. That's going to allow him to cut off the rotation from B. A great position here, and there's players all around. Legacy, the noose starting to get tightened by Nouns in from every direction as the bomb is planted. Things getting a little dangerous. George able to take down one. Good trade by Dumau. He'll double up as well. Nouns need to move fast to protect the bomb. Now already on A site. Oh, he's gonna goes for the long distance defuse and is quickly punished. Once again, we're in kind of the force by wars of money and value and silliness. Gosh, I need to fix my chair. Keeps. It's not in a good spot. Anyway, just like I need to fix my chair, Legacy need to start to fix their economy. We can see that they have not spent a whole lot of money. We've got the hero rifle on Dumao and an MP9 in the hands of Barton. It's completely ripped away, but Lotso with the trade. Lotso going to be able to pick up that MP9 and look for even more. But Nouns are doing a good job of finding picks on this one. They locate the first. They slow things down outside of A. Good start to a default. Get those picks and then make a decision. Forces Legacy to start to move the pieces around. But there's been a lot of Nouns catching Legacy in rotations. Just waiting just a second, 2 seconds, 5 seconds longer. And Legacy making a move that they shouldn't be making, getting caught. Now, good trade. Where did that AK go? That's a good question. Sometimes I can't find things myself. This should be a pretty clean and open bomb plant for Nouns, and Dumao likely to just want to hold onto this rifle. So, if you were here last week, first off, welcome back. I appreciate you hanging out and stopping by again. Second, I do hope that we get some more even games. So far, we're in a good shape. Last week, Thursday, we had a very even game, Wildcard versus NRG. And it went to 11-13 in the favor of NRG. And then the next game, NRG just crushed, which is great to see for NRG. But as someone that wants close games and interesting games, yeah, I was kind of sitting here like, where Wildcard go? So who else is excited for the next major chat? Should be filling our eyeballs very soon. Very much looking forward to that. I realize that most of these games, most people are only interested in what they're betting on, but I also find that those chats where betting talk is allowed ends up very toxic. It is mostly this community, and so, one, if they really want to talk about betting, they can go somewhere else. And, you know, I can have the people that just want to watch and just want to enjoy the games. And that's really what I'm looking for as far as audience. A lot of people are just like, their whole personality isn't even just, did I win? It's, did I make someone else lose? And it's just gross. And so, you know, I have a vibe that I push for. And if you don't match the vibe check, you get checked out. That's fair. Here's the thing. My goal, since nothing's going on in this round so far, we have just a couple of picks, maybe a rotation to happen. My goal is to be a good caster. And to provide a non-toxic, good vibes community where people can hang out. If people don't want to hang out, if they can't talk about their bets, good. They are self-reporting, and that means that makes it easier for me to know that I don't want them. Like, I genuinely think that... You think you can get to higher levels? I hope so. Well, that's a good bomb plant, but it's a little bit late for Nouns. Neck is already charging up ramp. DJ in position to maybe defend this, or he's just going to save. So how do you move up in the casting industry? Cast, schmooze, and by schmooze, I mean, like, talk to people, you know, make friends. That sort of thing. So, honestly, it's just one of those, the more casting I do, the better chance that I will get discovered and have more opportunities to cast. The other nice thing about Nouns is last season of ECL, so season 47, I spent a lot of time just casting every Nouns game I possibly could. And then uh, one of their founders reached out to me and said, "Hey, how much do you want to cast this charity tournament we're doing?" And I'm like, "I'm super down for a charity tournament. I really like the idea of casting for mental health and for suicide prevention." And so I got the opportunity to cast David's Cup earlier this year. Obviously, I wasn't like the top caster. I didn't get to cast the finals, but it was still a really cool event. But again, I mean, there's a lot of places where hard work can really end up working in your favor. So Fragacago, just a few weeks ago, I basically spent the entire weekend at the event even when I wasn't casting. So when I wasn't casting, I was helping with observing. If there was any opportunity to, I would help with production. And I got to cast the grand finals for that, and that did really, really well. Anyway, let's actually talk about the round. Good start for George. NECA is taken down right through the smoke, right in mid. Sadson going to take his place up here, but Molotov will discourage him. We'll send one back to stop the push, so a nice push, anti-push. Ooh, Lato going to put the smoke down. Mollied out of position. Ooh, but he might still have the shot. He does. Doubles up as well. Take the man advantage for Legacy. Now, oh, this is dangerous. George not expecting another player in Red Room after the op has fallen off. Junior going to find one back. Suddenly looking not so great for Nouns, but Junior finally finding his footing. Anderson picks up one, and it's all going to be up to Dumau. He's going to be spotted on short. Oh, this nade dunks right into the head of Junior. Now, he's got to make his moves. Now that it's 1 versus 1, he's got the smoke. He could go for the defuse in the smoke, or he could go for the push, and he does, and Carson misses it. Going to get the kill and the defuse. And the defuse. There we go. All right. Too busy picking up the op. Not doing the defuse. Yeah, you're a little bit too angry for this chat. We're gonna just... You can go somewhere else. Like I said, if you're just being toxic and being mean, go somewhere else. There are other places to go. Alright, well, Nouns now have to put together a buy with sticks and stones. Not looking like the Nouns that we would have expected to see. I can see, though, showing up in a huge way, and it is pretty fantastic to see. Sadson in position. This is the ENG that you want to have. You're opping onto a site. Flash goes in. Oh, and it does cause him to miss the shot, but Neck is in position to take a couple for himself, and Barton joining in as well with a triple. George just going in with a huge push, but it shuts down a 4K for Barton. No, Legacy is not bad. I was talking about it a bit in the pregame that over the weekend, they lost 2-0 to Fluffy Aimers. That's just not a scoreline that I would have expected. So now we see if Nouns can bring it back to overtime. 3 rounds required. Legacy will take the game. We'll head to map number 2. Now, for those of you that are a fan of 4 square maps, next up we do have Mirage, which is fun. You know, we literally had Ancient every day last week, so I'm a little bit sick of it. So I'm very happy to see Mirage. I kind of wish we could get some Nuke. Some Nuke would be really nice. And People are feeling like talking about maps. I could talk about maps in the break a little bit, but I do have to run an ad before the next game. So, ooh, Dumao gonna spot the first. Rush taken down. Is there a Fluffy Aimer stream? Not that I know of. Lag Gaming might be putting it on, but I'm not sure. Ooh, George. Oh, he's gonna spot one in the rotation, but there's more. He will take down Nekaz. That will get the man advantage here for Nouns, which will extend. Carson takes down Barton, opening up that B bomb site. So okay. The reason that M80 are halfway up the rankings right now is they've played half as many games as anyone else. The thing that you have to keep in mind for the season... Hold on. Hold the phone. Dumao on site, but this feels like he should start to leave at this point, but any wayward move and Dumao is just going to be caught. Oh, is he going to go in for the ninja? He is. CJ shuts him right down. So, okay. To go into why M80 are doing quote-unquote poorly, if you look at how M80 are doing, they are 10-0. They have played 10 games. If you look above them, NRG have played 20 games. Wildcard have played 22 games. Nouns have played 16. Legacy have played 14. Party Astronauts have played 16. Every team that is above them has played more games than them. M80 is doing... They have 100%. And, like, I do not think that's likely to change. Alrighty, well, 12 to 10, Nouns on double digits. This is where the pressure is on for Legacy. Without this round, suddenly be on barely any money trying to defend themselves from overtime. Good damage out of Lato. Rush down to 50 HP. But still plenty of time left on the round. 1 minute 22, the round is very young. Hello there, Pocket Aces. Ooh, wait a minute. Legacy trying to get aggressive here in Cheetah. They've got 2 players pushed up. They've got one on B side itself just holding down ramp. But, see if that is the right call. No matter what happens, if Legacy are losing this, I imagine they'll go for the save. So we're going to be having a long round, no matter how you slice it. See, the pieces starting to get moved around a little bit. Nouns starting to lean heavily toward this B bomb site. Badson still looking on over toward... Oh, the ramp, and he spots the head of Rush, takes it off, scalps him. So that is going to reveal that to Nouns, but this utility is doing a lot to keep Nouns back. Oh, but they will make their way up ramp. Molly will fade, allowing George to take down Lato. 3 versus 3. If Legacy try to get into this and they lose too much, it might just be overtime. Right on game number 1. Looks like they do want to go for this. This feels super risky to me. I mean, any kills they get will be weapons that Nouns don't have. But man, this round is on a knife's edge. That's a good kill for Barton, but that bomb timer is starting to run real low. Ooh, Nekaz with one as well. Carson, is he going to be able to defend against this? There are kits for Legacy. Carson has to peek this. He gets the first, sprays down 2. Oh, but there's not enough time. Dumao diffuses the bomb just as Carson sets his sights. And it's 13 to 10 for Legacy. What an end to the first game. You love, it's not even a ninja defuse. That is just everybody getting involved.